Chris Buescher's crew chief, Scott Graves, met with NASCAR following the race to figure out how the sanctioning body determined that Kyle Larson had beat his driver, Chris Buescher, in what is now being deemed the closest finish in NASCAR history, with Kyle Larson beating Chris Buescher by less than 0.001 seconds. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. Before we get to Graves' comment, let's take a look at this replay. This is over at Always Race Day. Obviously, they're sharing the Fox NASCAR video, but here is the final lap. Buescher makes a huge mistake, allows Kyle Larson to get to the outside of him. Larson kind of uses him up there a little bit, gives him door banks him quite a bit, pushes him down the track. Eye test looked like Buescher edged him out barely. Scoring showed Buescher winning the race. You see RFK Racing excited. There is Graves there. Thinks he's got it won. They're all cheering. They're all excited. However, it would be ruled very quickly that Kyle Larson won the race. There is Larson's crew chief, Cliff Daniels. The ruling has obviously been overturned right there. Daniels has won. And then we get this footage here from Fox. I still don't think that it's clear who won here because you can see the splitters there. You got the paint over here on the left. It's a little bit further. There's more paint here. But apparently it's not where the paint is. It's where the cameras are. One would assume the cameras are matched up to the transponder. So it's weird that the cameras would give you a different ruling than the transponder. But right there, I mean, they look pretty even to me. Look almost dead even to me. Looks like it's a complete tie to me. That's what I think. But this is what Chris Buescher had to say following the race, speaking with Fox. Let's take a listen.
On the other side of that extremely close finish, Chris Buescher, you thought that you had it. It was so incredibly close. You guys did a fantastic job all day long. What are the thoughts right now as you digest this?
I don't know what to say right now. I haven't seen a replay other than just a picture, and I sure can't see it in that picture. So that sucks to be that close.
So you can see they pause it right there, but you can tell that where they paused it, this is a little bit of trickery here, I think. They paused it where there's extra paint on the top. So it does indeed look like Larson has got there first, but that's because there's more paint on the top that is closer to his car. Anyways, let's continue here.
I still can't see, but yeah, I guess tear it apart. It was a great finish for us. A really strong day, a lot of speed in this Castaway Sports Mustang, and we really needed that. Needed to win more, and yeah, I thought we might have had that one. Had a lot of speed there, firing off. We were really good, and really all day, and I'm really proud of that. And had some good strategy to get us back up there, and tried to cover what I could, and gave him half a lane too much, I suppose. But good hard race right there down to the line. But yeah, that hurts.
You mentioned this.
So that is what Chris Buescher had to say. Let's listen to what Scott Graves had to say after he met with NASCAR. This is courtesy of Fox reporter Bob Pockris.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they showed us the picture they create using the lasers. We were just wondering if they were using the painted line or not. They don't. It's actually, they have a photo system that is a lot more accurate than that. So they showed us the picture of it, and it is what it is. It doesn't make it any easier to swallow, but as much as all these races are, obviously you got to at least question it and make sure your understanding of everything that's going on there and be able to accept that decision. So we did.
Yeah, I mean, I see it's probably more difficult too because you thought you won.
Yeah, it's one of those, you go through a huge emotion of we thought we won. You celebrate, and then it's like, wait a minute, no, you didn't win. So it's that makes it hard for sure.
And were you good with the way they race?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's, you come down to the last lap, you expect you do everything you can. Chris was trying to do everything he could. No problems with that. just like I say, wish it didn't come out just a couple inches the other way. We would have been good.
I know you've had a few good finishes this year, but like, what can this, even though that's fairly disappointing, what can this do for you guys?
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, there's more mile and a halves coming up.
Right. Yeah. We had a few bad weeks, so it was important.
So that is what Scott Graves had to say there. I think NASCAR can clear this all up. Obviously, they were able to do it with Scott Graves. Why don't they just show us the laser that they're using to rule so we can look at it as well? I think that obviously Graves here is accepting the decision, but I think that there's going to be a lot of people, myself included, I'd like to see that information so I can look at it and see if NASCAR did indeed make the right call. I do find it quite suspicious that they were able to determine that ruling within, 10 seconds? It was 10, 20 seconds. After the finish, where it looked like Buescher had won, that you see the team cheering there. We just watched the video, and then less than 30 seconds later, they had switched it to Larson. So I would like to see this process, and I would like to have it shown to us. I think that NASCAR should be transparent on this, and they should explain that. But Scott Graves is accepting the evidence that he has seen, but I do think that I think NASCAR owes it to their fans to show that as well. And I think it would clear up a lot of controversy and a lot of, I think, drama that they've created. But maybe that's what they want. They want people like me talking about this, questioning what's going on. So it's like free advertising for the sport moving ahead further on into the year. As far as the racing with Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher, while I did say that Larson kind of used him up indoor banked, he did. I think that was obvious, but I agree with Graves. I think that is racing. We love to see that. That's good, hard-nosed, hard-fashion racing. If you've been watching my channel for any significant period of time, you know that I love that kind of racing. That's why I like fendered cars, because you can indeed bang doors. You can indeed use the bumper to move people up out of the way. I think that is something I really love about American stock car racing, whether it is late model stock cars, which I grew up on at Old Dominion Speedway, and I still love to watch in the car store in my local track at Dominion, whether it's in NASCAR or whether it's in the super dirt late models that I've really come to love recently. But let me know what you guys made of what Scott Graves had to say here. Given the fact that he is accepting the decision, if you're on Team Buescher, do you accept the decision as well? If you're on Team Larson, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Again, I still think eyeball test looks like they tied. I'd love to see the lasers. I'd love to see how that works out. How do you tell the two splitters with the different lasers? Love to see how that process works. Love to learn about that. But let me know what you guys make of this in the comments below.